Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, two AFC East teams set to collide. It's the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins.
Welcome to the field, your 2025 Miami Dolphins.
Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here comes Malik Washington. The decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
First play is to the air. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They send Hill right. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. It's a big strike to Hill. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skips down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Putting a receiver in motion. Achane, a first down carry. Room to run inside the 20. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead right away. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Jets, nothing.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. Leading them out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
While his 4-2 record wasn't good enough to keep the starting job in Pittsburgh over Russell Wilson, that performance was enough to show the rest of the NFL there's still potential in him to go lead a franchise.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Fields. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. Fields out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
And the Jets first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Fields. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Fields gets it out wide quick. And this one doesn't go far. The rookie from Florida in on that stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Play action now. It's Fields. And they get to him again. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Four guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Taylor going downfield. It's caught. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
That's caught. It's Breece Hall. We'll have a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Play action, Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Fields. He's in trouble, and they bring it down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
3rd and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. Third and extra long is a great time to blitz because either you get home like that or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
Now on fourth down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. Malik Washington will return this for the Dolphins. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. And so far they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, here's Tua. He keeps it and takes off. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And it's a nickel look from the Jets, 3rd down. Tua now from the gun. Waddle makes the catch. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with A-Chain. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Caught him deep behind 5. Oh, the ball is out! But the Dolphins able to track that one down and cover it, so crisis at least momentarily averted. Well, they scramble back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. New York to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
7-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jets.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
2nd and 8. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And Field slides down safely as he picks up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Fields on first down. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Running back, motioning right. Connects with his back. Hall. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Paul takes it straight ahead. He's going to have this one down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A gain of 12. And the Jets first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They go right back to Hall. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On the counter, Hall. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Oh, he's going to run for it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now we have a member of the Jets hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to take a look at him. Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. They'll run for it with Hall. And he'll go down here at the 16. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. First throw for the backup now. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Eskridge to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Miami offense headed out there now. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's good.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
A-chain on the inside give. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
They run the counter to A-Chan. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
It's a game of
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Motioning Washington right. Downfield, this finds Waddle. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there, and it'll be first down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Got him a good handful there as it brings up second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Waste of time. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. The kick by Patterson is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Call it 4 yards from there, partner, and still some ground ahead. 2nd and goal coming up.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Tua setting up to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. It's the Dolphins with 3rd and 5. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jets 7.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. This makes it up to the 25. The Jets send receiver Garrett Wilson back out to take possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Looking to throw Fields. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And he's fortunate to cover it himself, but the clock's still running as we count down to halftime.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here, and this is 2nd and long. Here's Fields to throw. Looking for a target. They're on him again, and he goes down again. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Defense is roaring here. Back-to-back sacks have him in a great spot to end this drive immediately. Here he is on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. 1st down, here's Tua. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They send a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Connects on the crosser. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. Sticking in the air, it's Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Intended
Trying to
for
connect with Tyreek Hill there.
Incomplete.
And now they'll face a
Brings
3rd and
up
3.
third down and 3
You know, I say
yards
this
to go.
all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Slot man motioned over. They go play action with Tagovailoa. And Raquan Washington left side. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
First down.
So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here's the Jets offense getting ready to start our third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Another try following the sack. He gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative. When the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. Back now, pressure on its way. He lost it, deep left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They'll bring out the punter here. Austin McNamara will kick this away. Goes for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Tua now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered.
And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
What a great opportunity for him. You can almost feel that bounce in his step. Facing the southpaw, and he gets to rush the blind side. Well, anytime he beats that right tackle, it just comes down to his closing speed and his finishing ability at the quarterback.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Jets out to begin another drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
To the air, Taylor. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Wilson. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Taylor. Dump off, caught by his back. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
He can run out of the pistol with Hall. Through the 2nd level at the 40. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Taylor. He has it at the 5. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Go left side. Taylor has it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Here's Taylor to throw. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Eskridge on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. But now a handoff to A-Chain. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. A-Chain again. Juke the defender. Gets it forward for a gain of 3. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Punt team on the field. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They start the drive. Slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They give on 2nd to Hall. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here's Taylor. Next with his back, Hall. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field and keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. Finds his back. Achane. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Motion man sent left. Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. A stop made at the 36.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Caught by his fullback behind the line. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Third and a lone yard coming up. Here's 2 on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense.
At their own 18-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there.
If
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll go right side with Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
And on 3rd down, Dolphins coming out in the dime, expecting a pass. Taylor. Chased out to his right. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well shorts here. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Punting unit out now. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A run now with Achan. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with A-Chain. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa back to throw. He lobs this one up looking... That's complete inside the 35-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Achan. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. Devon Achan with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
21, Jets 14.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now here comes the New York offense. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Cut out left. Space pass to 35. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
1st down, New York.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Taylor now. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st down, ball at the 36. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And the man is there to knock that away.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Now it's Taylor. Checks it down to Hall. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Back to throw it. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass erased. He goes down. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. It's caught by Wilson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
First down, Jets.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. First carry here for Braylon Allen. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Jets down by 7. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. This one's caught. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Hall runs in for the New York touchdown. The Jets cut it to a point late in this one. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Eskridge on the return. Takes out a 1-stop. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this 2nd half. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Achane from the pistol. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
29-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here he is to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Looking to throw it. He's going to get this one out quickly to Hill. Looks great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Setting up to pass. This is Lazard working the right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Still sticking with the passing game. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
2nd and 10 now. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he is to throw. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Eskridge on the return. Coverage coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. 2nd down carry for A-Chain. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
All right, going to need the full 10 here on this opening drive of overtime if they don't want to stall out. Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Here's a screen for A-Chain. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, now the other side gets a chance to go win it.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Some work to do here. Need to make some progress to get in range for that game winner. Here's 2nd down. From the 28. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Taylor. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. This one is fair caught, but let's see what that flag's all about. This drive may not be done.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. Running it after the penalty. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Motioning left is their running back. from the 48. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. Putting the tight end in motion. To the air, Taylor. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Trying again, following the sack. He completes it in traffic. And he's taken down at the 30.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Taylor. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
First down from the red zone. Quick slant to Lazard. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Well, Brock, they're in range for a game-winning field goal, but the offense staying out there right now. It's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. The throw is caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. He'll throw it yet again. Fires right away, but incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Coming right is Hall. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
And the kick team comes on. A chance to win it here in overtime. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. As they'll be left with just 1 more to work with here in OT. A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken
Makes
back the
score
lead.
Jets 24.
I never saw a play script that
21.
ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
So it's a road win for the Jets. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from Miami.